Thanks for joining us. I'm here with Andrew Pollard, who's the CEO of Blackrock Gold. Blackrock Gold is listed on the Venture Exchange with the ticker BRC and is focused on the Tonopah West Silver District in Nevada. Thanks for being here, Andrew.
Great to be here too. Thanks.
So you made this decision to option Tonopah West back in February when silver was trading at much lower prices than where we're at today. Can you tell us about what enticed you about the asset even prior to the run-up in silver?
Yeah, well, I mean, it was blood in the streets. I think that when we signed the deal, silver was the all-time silver-gold ratio spread. I think it was 128 to 1. So silver had never been more out of favor, had never traded worse against gold than at that point in time. And when I was brought this property by our executive chairman, Bill Howell, he told me the significance of the Tonopah Silver District. I mean, it's one of the largest and highest grade silver districts in all of North America, and no one's drilled into it in about 100 years. So it sounded too good to be true, especially when he started telling me about the targets he had. I wasn't sure how the market would respond, and funnily enough, the day it was hard to gauge what people thought, because the day we announced our transaction that we're picking up the property was the same day the World Health Organization issued their first global health emergency order. It sent the Dow to the single worst day in history, followed by 3 more in quick succession. So we actually sold off on the news. And that was the end of February. By mid-March, we hit a low of 7 cents. We were trading at 20 cents the day I announced it. Fast forward, I guess 4 months later in July, we hit a high of $1.61 right on the back of our initial drill results into the project. And right as silver went from $12 the day we signed the deal to, I think it kissed 30, certainly went to 29. So yeah, we couldn't have timed it any better. And beyond that, we couldn't have hit any better on our initial stuff. And that's what we're proving up right now.
Well, you've obviously had some fantastic results over the summer, and there's been a lot of historic work done on the asset. Can you talk about how the historic work has guided this drill program?
Yeah, well, the historic work done on our property was they were actually mining this stuff. It's an ultra high grade set of veins that we have on our property, and really all we did was we had reason to believe that they didn't stop mining because they ran out of gold and silver. They stopped mining because metals prices absolutely tanked in the mid 1920s. Silver went from $1 to 35 cents an ounce within about a 3-year period. It sent everything in the district belly up. And because of the nature of the claims, they're patented claims. These have been passed down generationally for the better part of 90 years now. That really the secret sauce behind what we're doing is the consolidation of the district. It's not really, it doesn't really involve exploration prowess because we have all the data. We don't have to establish that veins are there. We know the strike, we know the orientation, we know where they stopped mining, we know what grades they were getting. So literally all we did for our first initial drill holes was just point the drills right where the record showed they stopped drilling. We pointed them at the historic workings and we connected. And now we're stepping out. And I mean, we put out some more results, and we're showing that we've not only established that where they stop mining, there's a heck of a lot in gold and silver. I mean, our very first drill hole hit 30 meters of about 1 kilogram per ton. But what we're doing now is we've now established about 500 meters more of strike length in one of these areas where there's a cluster of veins they were mining. So the good times keep rolling in, but from a targeting perspective, yeah, it's we're working off hand-drawn maps from about 100 years ago, and they seem to be correlating with present day. So that's it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's interesting because obviously the market had a very strong reaction to the results from the Victor vein, but it seems pretty much in line with what you had been guiding the market and what your own expectations were. So that's fantastic. And I know you've put out some more results and are stepping out. So can you tell us how far you are into the drill program and what investors can expect from Blackrock in the coming months?
Yeah, that's a good question. So we've announced 16 assays from 16 drill holes so far. Of those 16 drill holes, we've now got 14 significant intercepts, ranging in size from 1.5 meters to 30 meters in thickness, and ranging from grades from about 300 grams per ton silver equivalent all the way up to over 4 kilos, 4,600 grams per ton silver equivalent. 5 of those intercepts, 5 of the 14 are over 1 kilogram per ton silver. So what we've now established is we're hitting these veins. They're lining up with the historic norms of the district. Historically, the average grade they produced was at 2.2 kilograms per ton silver equivalent was what they're getting out. So it seems like we're correlating nicely. We've got a lot of hits that are below that. We've also got a lot of hits that are higher than that, and we think it's going to average out as we go. We've now hit over 500 meters worth of strike in one area. The Victor area, which we drilled on our initial drill hole, which caught the market going, we're testing about 300 meters of strike there. So yeah, I mean, this project's certainly coming back to life. Effectively, we've drilled into 2 historic mines now. We've effectively shown new life in both of those mines, and we've got a third mine on our property called the Ohio mine, which we're now drilling into as well, meaning we can make a third discovery on this program. So not only are we starting to show scale, size, strike in these 2 target areas we've already established, but we can still make new discoveries. I mean, this project, the grades and the widths and the amount of veins we've now encountered, the ounces can start piling up very, very quickly.
Yeah, that's great. And you obviously have a lot to work with and multiple shots on goal. So I'm looking forward to hearing more about the drill results and seeing the full presentation from you on our webinar.
Yeah, me too. Thank you.